I practically danced into the office on my first day. New job, new challenges, new people. I was ready for it all. My boss introduced me to Jessica, who would be my trainer for the next few weeks. Jessica seemed friendly and welcoming. "Don't worry," Jessica told me with a warm smile. "I'll get you up to speed in no time." I felt reassured. I was eager to learn and make a good impression. The first couple of days were great. Jessica was helpful, answering my questions patiently. We even grabbed coffee together, chatting about our lives outside of work. I started to feel like I'd landed in a supportive and positive environment. Little did I know, a storm was brewing. As the days passed, I quickly grasped the ropes. My sharp mind and natural ability to connect with people seemed to impress everyone. During a team meeting, I confidently shared a creative solution for a project. This time, the praise came from someone even higher up, a senior executive who happened to be visiting. The executive commended my fresh perspective in front of the whole team, while I noticed Jessica and my boss exchanging uneasy glances. The change was subtle at first. Jessica's warm smile turned into a tight-lipped expression whenever I excelled. The training sessions became less frequent, with Jessica often claiming to be swamped with work. I started to feel a shift in the atmosphere, a sense of coldness emanating from Jessica, and even my boss, who now seemed distant and competitive. I was confused by Jessica's sudden change in behavior. I tried to talk to her, hoping to clear the air. "Is everything okay, Jessica?" I asked one afternoon. "You seem a little off lately." She just brushed it off, telling me she was stressed with deadlines, but I could sense something deeper, like she was jealous or troubled. Jessica had always been the star player on the team, getting praise for her knowledge and skills. Now here I was, the new person, and I could feel the tension, like I was threatening her position. Instead of celebrating my small successes, Jessica seemed to take them as proof that she wasn't good enough. I could see the insecurity eating away at her. She started withholding information, making my tasks harder than they needed to be. When I struggled, Jessica barely offered any help. Sometimes it felt like she wanted me to stumble and fail. Maybe she thought, if I don't catch on, everyone will realize I'm not so great after all. I didn't understand the real reason for her change, and I started doubting myself. Was I not good enough? Was I making mistakes? The excitement I felt about my new job started to fade, replaced by a knot of anxiety in my stomach. I quickly learned that workplace jealousy is like a silent poison. It can fester anywhere, even in the most professional environments. I could sense that some of the tension around me came from deep-seated insecurities and a fear of being replaced or outshone. Instead of celebrating each other's successes, I noticed that some colleagues saw my achievements as a threat to their own standing. Jessica, in particular, seemed to feel that her role as the go-to person on the team was being challenged by my quick learning and fresh ideas. Rather than seeing this as a chance for growth and collaboration, she let her insecurities create a rift between us. The more I observed, the more I realized that this kind of toxic behavior isn't rare, and it rarely goes away on its own. Some people, trapped by their own insecurities, choose to undermine and sabotage others instead of facing their feelings. But what happens when no one is willing to acknowledge the problem? I started to wonder if toxic environments ever really change, especially when people refuse to be self-aware. One person alone can't fix a workplace like this. Maybe sometimes the only real choice is to leave. But what do you do when change seems impossible? When Jessica acted the way she did, it didn't just hurt me. Her behavior created a toxic atmosphere for the whole team. I saw collaboration suffer, communication break down, and productivity drop. The positive, supportive environment I was excited to join quickly became filled with suspicion and resentment. I realized that overcoming workplace jealousy takes more than just hoping things will get better. Open communication is crucial. When someone feels threatened, creating a safe space for them to share their concerns can really help ease the tension. I learned the value of encouraging a culture of collaboration, where we celebrate each other's successes as a team, instead of competing against one another. However, I wish that everyone was self-aware enough to realize that everyone brings their own strengths and perspectives to the table. Rather than Jessica seeing her colleagues as threats, she should try to embrace their talents and help foster a culture of support and encouragement. That's wishful thinking. Unfortunately, this was the real world.